I swear, this is just Eevee. Purrely, one of the 3 brand new archetypes released in Amazing Defenders. As soon as it was revealed, it immediately grabbed our attention because just look how darn cute it is. And it's also a pretty interesting concept. For one thing, the archetype only has 1 main deck monster. Anyway, let me gush a little about the lore there is, and I'll let you know my thoughts on the deck. So the idea behind this archetype is that it revolves around this cute little creature, Purrely. There are a number of quick play spells that support this monster. You can Xyz summon one of the many Purrely monsters using a regular Purrely and a quick play spell. The spells grant the Xyz monster added effects, and if they have a specific spell attached to them as material, their effects are powered up. Once they have 5 material, you can summon one of the Purrely monsters. Sounds easy enough, right? Yeah, it's very unconventional, but once you read the cards, it starts to make more sense. Theme-wise, it's meant to show how this Purrely would grow and evolve based on how you take care of it. It's basically Eevee, or whatever other kind of mythical virtual pet you want to compare it to, but I love how all the cards play into the story that's being told here. It all starts with the field spell, Stray Purrely Street. I feel a good amount of the artwork in the Purrely cards is meant to be a POV. You've just finished your shopping and begin making your way home down the market street as the sun begins to set. You hear faint footsteps behind you and notice a curious little creature following you. In the artwork of Purrely, my friend, you've made it to your doorstep and that little creature has followed you home. Dirty and roughed up from a life as a stray, it looks up to you, begging with its eyes. This is Purrely, a magical little animal that isn't quite dog, cat, rabbit, or fox. But with you as its new caretaker, it could truly become anything. Maybe it lets a little bit of its latent power slip out as we see in the card Purrleap, much to your surprise as the owner. Regardless, it makes the perfect companion, friendly and trusting to the end. In the many ways you care for it, Purrely will grow and transform. Playing with it and keeping it active will draw out its energetic spirit and help it to become Purrely Happiness. Giving it a bath nurtures the beauty within and allows it to become Purrely Beauty. Feeding it lots of delicious food will help it grow strong and become Purrely Plump. Each of these spell cards are different experiences that become memories the Purrely gets to keep with it once they're attached to it as Xyz material. And when it comes to explaining the monsters themselves, it feels like there isn't all that much. These are just Purrely but evolved, and the spell cards themselves are pretty obvious on the surface. And what really makes it all work is how the spells interact with the main deck Purrely and the extra deck Xyz monsters. It all just fits perfectly. Though the final boss monster of the deck, Purrely Happiness, at first doesn't seem to tie in all that well, it still does. So it looks like an upgraded version of Purrely Happiness, but it appears to be the purest final form of Purrely, as it can be summoned with any of the rank 2 monsters. So this makes the evolution tree a lot more like a virtual pet than anything else. This is the result of all the good memories combined. Beauty, happiness, deliciousness, all of it bringing out the true potential of Purrely. I can't say whether or not we'll get more final forms of different attributes, but it still works when taken all together. There is also Purrely Noir, which is a counterpart to Purrely Happiness, and this serves more or less the same purpose except the fact that it's meant to be the final form of the yet-to-be-released Purrely Lily. And Purrely Lily looks like just another variant of Purrely, which further plays into the mechanics of being built more off of virtual pets. Though this monster does have its own quick play spell in Purrely's Sleeping Memory, where we see it sleeping in the window of a pet shop with Purrely looking in on it. I think the story here is that rather than being a stray, Lily is another creature that you decide to adopt after having taken in Purrely so that they can both be friends. Its extremely unique gimmick is tied into the story being told in such an amazing way. How all the cards revolve around and interact with each other nearly creates its own game inside of a duel. But let me know what you think of Purrely and how you enjoyed this video. I'm still trying to figure out how to handle card lore, and I figured I'd cover one of the more recent sets. But I'm having fun. Anyway, this has been Gatorax. Have a nice day.